You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
That's actually we'll jump into controversial topics in a minute. First, I want to ask you, Wes, is about our Miami Dolphins. They hired their head coach this week. Mike McDaniels, I think is his name. He don't look like a coach. He looks like somebody that works at a bookstore or something.
He looked like
or works for IT or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that guy that would motivate me to play football. I'm just being honest, just from looks alone. Certainly not like Brian Flores, who looks like he's a linebacker. Well, was a linebacker for real.
Yeah.
So first thoughts. I mean, I'll let you give me your take on the hire. What do you think of the hire?
I mean, I really can't really say too much about the hire because I don't really know him too much. I mean, from what my understanding is, he's a real young offensive coordinator coming from the San Francisco 49ers. You've seen what they've done in the offensive game with Debo doing his thing and making Jimmy G look better than a lot would say he is. So for me, to have that type of individual, I've seen some interviews that he did when there was something about when it was like Mike Jones, he was like, who? And then something like that. I was like, okay, you got a little swag to you, a little Day swag. But for me, I can't really say good or bad because at the end of the day, when they do make new hires, they're not gonna say, oh, he's the bad guy. He's not the person for the job. They're gonna say all the positive things about him. Of course, you already know that we've been on this trend of hiring young coaches, and it hasn't panned out for us. From Fieldman, he was not young, but he was a young coach, like being a head coach, first time coach. It's either we going on an offense coordinator, defensive coordinator, and one side of the ball is good and one side of the ball is bad. As far as what I'm hearing, I seen the interview that he did with Tua on the phone. Well, I guess while he was in a plane. Again, another reason, well, not a plane, but a luxury jet. Another reason why you would probably hate Miami: beaches, weather, women, and now the jet, So he was talking about to Tua. He was like, I'm gonna try to get the best out of you. I'm gonna make you a better quarterback. Okay, that's what you're supposed to say. What else are you going to say, to the quarterback? And then he said he's going to earn Tua's respect. That's something that I don't understand. You're the head coach. I would think that respect is already there because I'm the head coach. So for you to say that, knowing that other people are actually watching, it's good to say that if it's a one-on-one thing, and then you don't got me, Marcus, and other individuals gonna chime in for those small little things, because they're gonna pick everything that he kind of said in his interview, the short interview that he did have. He was supposed to come out today as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Of course, we know he's the head coach, but a formal introduction, and it got rescheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully, we can see what it is. I really do think that they're just trying to figure out what are people like yourself would be asking when they do the press conference, because there's a lot of controversy looming. It has nothing to do with this coach, but this is the perfect time to ask the owner, the general manager, certain questions, because we haven't seen or heard from them since Stephen Ross came out with that statement denying everything from Brian Flores. And also before then, last time we spoke to him was when I guess we were kind of deciding on Tua's future, Brian Flores' future, and certain things like that. So for me, as this coach, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, like me, I already like him because he's going to give Tua a shot. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, because I mean, if I'm the next head coach of the Miami Dolphins, I don't want to tie myself to a quarterback that I didn't draft. But again, I think that Tua is the guy for Miami. He may not be better than Joe Burrow and all the other individuals that I know that are probably better than him, but I can't go ahead and forget about him being the most accurate quarterback in NCAA history. So I'll leave it as that. We have an offensive coordinator that's young, can figure certain things out from what I've been hearing. And if he could do that over here, then hey, it is what it is. You can go ahead and stamp it. The Miami Dolphins will see a turnaround because, and also I'm hearing they're trying to keep the defense the same. Something that we both feel like should stay the same. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but new guy, from what I understand also is he communicate well. So if he could communicate well with the general manager,
he better.
Hey, it is what it is, man. If he could communicate better, if he could make Tua better, if he can make the players that's in the organization already not want to get traded, Xavier Howard, then it'll probably be a good thing for the Miami Dolphins. What you think about him?
I mean, I agree with pretty much everything that you said. I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what happens, but he's in a tough situation, man. He's in a tough situation right now because, you know, you out the gate, if you have like a 5-win season, they already going to be calling for your head already, you know, because Flores, I mean, seemed to be on the upward tick, you know, and if you do anything less than what Flores produced, then you're going to be perceived as a bad choice, or letting go of Flores will be perceived as that. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I like the hire because, yeah, you're coming from a team that has been successful and almost made it to the Super Bowl. And, you know, you're an offensive minded coach. And, you know, it's all about offense now. It's not about defense wins championships. It's all about offense wins games. And you know, I just feel there was probably better candidates out there, to be honest. I you know, I mean, that it's not really fair for me to say that because I don't really know this guy at all. But at the same time, I'm not excited about the hire. The hire doesn't make me excited at all. You know, it doesn't get me like, oh, we got this coach. Oh, you know, we got a chance to, you know, continue on the upward trend. No, it doesn't. It's just like, oh, okay, who? Like you talking about
Mike
who
Jones.
when you say who, Mike Jones, like who, Mike McDaniels, who? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel about him. Like you didn't hear Eric Bieniemy's name, you didn't hear Byron Leftwich's name, you didn't hear, you know, Bowles' name, or you know, the other black coach from Tampa Bay. I think it's Raheem Morris, I believe.
Yeah.
You didn't hear any of those type of names. So there's nothing that tells me, okay, this is the right hire. You know, it's not like a Mario Cristobal. Everything tells me that was the right hire.
You see the background?
Yeah, you see it. Everything tells me that is the right hire. I mean, but this right here, I don't know, man. And I hate to say it, but I don't really see anything happen. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best.
You're not
But
hoping too much because you know what it is, man. Like we've been hoping for years, man.
we've been hoping for years because if you go back to the coaches that we got before Flores, you had what? Joe Philbin, you had the dude that was like a wrestler. Like he seemed like he was a wrestler.
He's the
who's
coach of the Detroit Lions.
Now. Yeah. Forget his name, but and then before that, Sperano. I mean, Sperano was decent. I'm not gonna hate on him. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
But who else did we have besides? I mean, I can't
Adam
think
Gase.
of any. Adam Gase, obviously why I forgot him, because I'm trying to forget him. You know, so they
But
don't do a good job of hiring coaches. And we alluded to this before, they fired the wrong guy.
Every time.
They should have fired the GM, Chris Greer, you know, like for him to still be there makes me feel like, okay, well, you had a pretty good coach before, but you're still going to bring in mediocre, probably type of talent, there's a lot of misses that he missed on. I mean, yeah, Tua, most efficient quarterback in college football, but has yet to really live up to that standard yet.
That's why I'm gonna give him a try. One more
Then,
year. I'm on the dark side with you. One more year.
and there's been other busts for maybe personal reasons. Minka Fitzpatrick, I mean, he's a decent player, but obviously, wasn't a Flores guy, I guess. And he had some other questionable picks, and I just think that that's where they should have made the change. And I know you agree with me on that. But as far as this coaching hire, I mean, I made it a point to mention it on the podcast because I would probably forgot about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to mention this as the first thing because we're going to talk about other more exciting things than the Dolphins hiring.
See, but I'm thinking about the Dolphins. Like, you see how you're like, you don't know like what to actually think. I mean, we've been thinking that we thought they were in the right direction for the last few years. Maybe this is a good thing that we don't really know what's going on, because every time we think that we are in the right direction, it wind up, they wind up throwing sand in our face, stealing our lunch money, doing all type of things. So for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and see how it goes. The only reason I'm gonna be watching Dolphins game is because I'm a fan, not because I'm like, oh my God, we got a chance in the season. This season right now is just really like, okay, let's just see if Tua's the guy. If Tua's not the guy, then we could tank it. Probably, I'm not sure. You're gonna have a lot of eyes on us and Stephen Ross for tanking games if that's what the case is. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what quarterbacks can probably come out next year in the draft if we're trash. If the Dolphins trash like normal, we at least we'll have our first round pick. So again, it can be a positive, it can be a negative. Me and Marcus do not know what to actually think with this head coach, young head coach. Like the personality, but same like the former coach of the University of Miami. I don't want to hear talking. Just show me, man. That's why I'm happy that we got Cristobal. So again, I want to see what this Dolphin coach can actually do. If he's young and he, like I said, he looks like a nerd. He looks like a geek. I could care less. I don't care how you look. You look masculine. You look like a dork. Hey, as long as you win these games, I could care less, man.
You know who he looked like? You ever seen that show, You? You know that show, You, where it's a stalker on Netflix? He's like a stalker on it's on Netflix.
I think I've seen it, where he met someone one time and
at a bookstore, and he just
Okay.
Yeah, he kept stalking her, and he has. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but he ends up getting pretty physically violent. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But he reminds me of him. He looks like that character. I know Chris could pull it up and just pull up the picture and see what I'm talking about. Compare the two pictures. But
have you seen Money Heist on Netflix? Yeah, they call him the professor. If you actually look at him, identical twins. You know what I'm saying? Identical. You're gonna be like, but he's a genius though. So if you could be a genius like the guy on Money Heist, welcome you. We welcome you with open arms. And the funny thing is, I was just thinking, we had Javon Holland. He came from Oregon, and we were supposed to have the quarterback that's in the Chargers right now. Both of them would have been coming from Oregon, and you got Mario Cristobal that basically helped us get to where we need to get. As far I remember you saying, Minka Fitzpatrick, it was a good pick, but at the end of the day, I do not mind because we have Javon Holland. So we wind up picking up picks, and we wind up leaving with another good safety. So I can't get mad at that. But everything else, Chris Greer, you definitely need to be fired. But
definitely, like yesterday.
Did you hear what Brian Flores said about Lovie Smith being hired for the Houston Texans?
No.